The Inner Voice of Dharma, Part 2. With hundreds of love stories, large number of moral stories, and rich literary values, the greatest in size and oldest in age epic, Mahabharata was written by Rishi Vedh Vyas. Some of his interesting incidents are given in this story. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this video. I agree. Now tell me, are you happy living in the luxurious palace as an empowered emperor of this wide and large Bharat Desh? Your four brothers traveled to many countries, fought with their kings, won over the battles, and gave you the palatial comforts. When they have to enjoy in their prime of youth, they were in the battlefields. Did you really have the love and affection towards them? Duryodhana invited you for the game of dice to take your country from you and insult you. As a scholar of all good and bad things, why didn't you understand that the game of dice is not suitable for the cultured people? Duryodhana knew that he is not an expert in the game of dice, so he asked his uncle Saguni to play the game of dice on behalf of him. Had you thought of great expert Sri Krishna in your mind, he could have very well helped. Why didn't you think of Sri Krishna for help? Question came from the inner voice. After attending Rajasuya Yajna, when Sri Krishna was leaving Indraprastha palace, he told me since the city was attacked by his enemy and his army, he had to go to his city urgently. So I could not at that time of game of dice think of calling Sri Krishna's help, replied the emperor. Your brothers have won over the entire Bharat Desh, from Kambojam in the northwest, Prakya Jyotish in northeast to Lanka in the south. And so you have been with the name and fame as emperor. You had lost everything because of wrong attraction to the game of dice. If wealth is lost, you could get it back. When your prestige is lost, could you get it back? The worthless and wretched fools who have no culture would let their wealth only. Is anybody but you who have bet their affectionate brothers and loving wife in the game of dice? Shame, shame. What is the use of stating yourself as Satya Sila and Dharmaputra? No use, no use. You lost your wife in the game of dice, the name of wife, and made her the slave of Duryodhana. Slaves are bound to obey the orders of their boss, but which holy scripture allows to disrobe a woman and insult in the royal court of palace? Is it your knowledge of holy scripture? Is it your dharma to kneel down and keep quiet when somebody is disrobing your wife and insult her? You have demeaned the meaning of dharma. You have abused and misused the love, affection, respect, and regard your brothers had to you, who thought you as equivalent to your father. If you shared slight indication, your mighty brother Bhima would have pulverized the enemies in the courtyard itself. The gallantry of valiant Arjuna, who could conquer the entire world, and the enormous strength of shoulders of Bhima, had to kneel down in front of wicked Duryodhana. Had Sri Krishna not supplied the continuous sari to Draupadi, who was in piece of robe, at the apt time, everybody in the royal and court would have seen her nude body. Why it happened? You and you only have created such an awkward situation. Did Drupada get his daughter, who is the treasure of divine beauty, married to you to face this awkward situation? The challenge of the insulted Panjali on that day had caused the Mahabharata war. Nobody could win you had you taken a spear in your hand, in which you are the best. Didn't you know that Karna was the great archer? Then why did you fight against him with bow and arrows? You have neither understood your strength in spear fight nor his skill in bow and arrow. Your fathers named you as Yudhishthira, meaning stable and stubborn in war. Why did you fight against Karna with hesitation? That is why you have lost fight and stood ashamed. Accusation came from the inner voice. At court hall and in battlefield, when I looked at the legs and feet of Karna, I started to state that they are very much resemble the legs and feet of our mother Kunti Devi, which created confusion and hesitation, and consequently my fight was not stable and stubborn. I lost my fight and stood ashamed in front of Karna. Reply came from Yudhishthira. Lakhs of women lost their husbands, fathers, brothers, and sons in their prime of youth because of the war fought to take revenge for the insult. Aravan, the youthful dear son of Naga princess Ulupi and Arjuna, had lost his life in the battle. The bravest and courageous Abhimanyu, the 16-year-old handsome son of Arjuna and Subhadra, the nephew of Sri Krishna, whose gallantry was so great that it could not be compared to anybody in this world in this era. While protecting you on the 13th day war, Abhimanyu was brutally killed by wicked and dishonest scoundrels in an unfair and unjust encounter. The father, uncles, and brothers of Draupadi were killed in the battlefield. All losses are due to the greedy Duryodhana. When Bhima defeated and hit on the thighs of Duryodhana, you asked Bhima not to hit Duryodhana on the head. When a snake is hit, it should be hit fully till its death, else it would take revenge. Since Duryodhana was not hit fully, he was alive and instructed Aswathama to kill all Pandavas. As per instructions, the wicked Aswathama, the son of Drona, cut the throats of all brothers and sons of Draupadi while they were asleep in their tents near battlefield in the darkness of the midnight. You showed mercy to the wicked Duryodhana, for which you enjoy the results. Before his death, he destroyed all your heights. Enough, enough. Thinking of my faults, my heart is saddened for the past 13 years. Don't torture me further. Whatever told by you is enough. Leave me in peace. I would like to take rest. I want to sleep and forget all worries. The emperor finished his speech and slept in peace. The inner voice kept quiet. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you.